Welcome to Spirit Shack. This is the Spirit Box P-SB7T. So this is used for communicating with spirits in real time. So how this works is it scans through all of the radio stations without stopping. And once it gets to the end of the stations, it goes back to the start and goes through them all again. You can choose between scanning forwards through the stations or scanning backwards through the stations, and you can also change the speed at which it scans through them. This has many features. I'm not going to go through many of them. I just want to give you a basic guide on how to use it. So basically, on AM, you're not going to get many broadcast radio stations come through because nobody really broadcasts on AM anymore. So many people prefer that. Obviously with FM, you're going to be getting radio stations. So basically, as it's scanning, you'll hear the white noise and static, and then you'll hear noise from a station, and then noise and static, noise from a station. So you want to ignore anything that's coming from a radio station. The P-SB7T does have a built-in system for removing anything that's broadcast from a radio station, and it does get most of it. So you will hear a lot less radio stations on this in general than you would on most of the Spirit Boxes. The only downside to this is the speaker's not very loud. So what most people do is buy an external speaker that's quite loud and has good quality, and just plug it into the headphone slot and have it placed with that. Yeah, we do have a couple of different speakers for sale ourselves that work well with this. Yeah, it's got a lot of things, including a backlight. It's got a built-in temperature detection. So basically, when it's running, if there's a temperature increase, the light will go red and you'll hear a noise, and if there's a temperature decrease, it'll go blue and you'll hear a noise. So it also doubles up as a temperature detector, because you want to use as many different types of sensors as possible, including EMF, static, temperature. That all contributes to your evidence. It also has a telescopic antenna on the top, which you can use up or down. There's no right or wrong. It's just your personal preference. So I'd try both, see which you prefer. Same with the AM and FM. Same with scanning forwards or backwards and scanning speeds. There's no right or wrong. I'll just try all the different combinations and see what works best for you. So I'll just show you a very brief tour of this operating. Just press and hold that to turn it on. So currently it's on the station 87.5 megahertz, and it's in FM, and the scanning speed is 100 milliseconds. So that means every 10th of a second the radio station is going to change when we set it going. And it shows the battery life up there. We can change the sweep rate up or down. So we're on 250 milliseconds there. So we'll leave it at 250. So we can either scan forwards or backwards. So for now, let's try and sweep forward. So now we're going forwards through the radio stations at a speed of 250 milliseconds per second. So we'll put the volume up to max. Lift up the antenna. You may well have heard a couple of stations come through there briefly. So you need to ask the questions, wait for the replies, and what you're looking for is intelligent replies to your voices. And also, radio stations would only be broadcast on one station. So if you get a response and it's a sentence and it passes multiple stations, that can't possibly be broadcast radio. So you do need to use a little bit of common sense when using it. So if you like this, I'll leave a link in the product description, and thanks for watching.